My name is Cassie Smith. I am the Assistant Director of Marketing and Communications at Naropa, and I'm also a second-year student in the Master of Yoga Studies program. Growing up in Colorado, I think all of us here have a connection to the outdoors. And then I think within the Colorado community, Boulder occupies its own space in that. Sometimes it's called the Boulder bubble. It's a really wonderful place to live with people who are really spiritually minded. There are a lot of people who are actually practicing Buddhists that live here, which is very uncommon. We're voted the best college town year after year because this is a great place for people to study, young people to come together and to be intellectuals together in community. When I've told people that I'm getting a master's degree in yoga, they all assume that means that I want to be a yoga teacher when I'm done. And that's not the case for me. I love doing yoga, I love practicing yoga, but teaching isn't really a goal for me. This really deep understanding I'm getting not only of the traditions, but also how they've evolved and changed and into what we see in studios today. I want to write about that. I would love to contribute to magazines on yoga or mindfulness, or even, health and well-being, but to help add context and sophistication for where these things are coming from, explain more about what's happening psychologically and why that's valuable to people, and just take that popular conversation about yoga a little bit deeper. It's so amazing to hear what all of my classmates are planning on doing with the degree, because none of us really want to do the same thing. There are a couple yoga teachers who want to become better yoga teachers, and they believe this program will help them do that. There are others who want to teach in a community college setting. There are some who want to go on to do PhDs and do Sanskrit translation. Yoga as an industry, I think, is still in its infancy. And so with this academic accredited certification of achievement in this, it's going to set people up to become a part of that industry and really become thought leaders as this industry continues to grow and evolve. I've just been so amazed at the history of this place. We had people like Allen Ginsberg here, the poet. We had Ken Kesey, the author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He taught writing here. William Burroughs, the author of Naked Lunch. We've had lamas and rinpoches from all sorts of Buddhist and Hindu traditions come and teach here. There's just a spirit here that's alive, because people are being asked to show up in the classroom as their full selves. They're not being asked to limit themselves or, leave their excitement or inspiration at home and just come in and fill out a multiple choice test. Like, everyone here gets to be fully themselves and bring that into the classroom. It makes it so much more fun and interesting, because you actually don't know what's going to happen, because people aren't following their set roles that they think they're supposed to. They're showing up as themselves, and we're all so different, so you really never know what you're going to get, but it's generally pretty magical. The main thing that makes Naropa different is this thing we do here called contemplative education. And that is a more holistic approach to education that incorporates, not only the workings of your mind, but also your body and your heart. It's a more embodied education as well. It doesn't ask you to just regurgitate facts that you learned from a textbook. It's addressing who you are as an individual and how that individual can best serve the world. So if you're interested in that type of inner transformation that then allows you to, not only have the skill set, but to have the inner confidence that that you can go out there and change the world, Naropa really works on that inner piece. I think a lot of universities work on the outer piece and the credentialing and the certificates and all of that. But when people leave Naropa, they are transformed through the inside out. Naropa is not for everyone, and I can say that as a matter of fact. It is not for everyone, but it is for people who have an internal curiosity, who want to see meaningful change in the world, and who want to transform themselves in order to be able to make that change. I think sometimes people look at Naropa from the outside and they're like, oh, it's just a bunch of hippies and drum circle burning sage, and We do that, and it's fun, and it's a part of what happens here, but we also are a university with a very sophisticated academic intellectual community. And so I think where Naropa sits is at the intersection of those things. What I think Naropa adds is this personal element that you get to bring into your education, where it's your education. It's not something that you're performing for teachers to walk away with a degree, but it's yours. You get to do what you want with it and use it to transform yourself and the world in the ways that you want to.